For sure. Now Brawler coming into play, like you mentioned beforehand, shot put, and having multiple platforms, triplat on the battlefield. First hits are going to come from the same grenade that Banjo actually picked up in the first place. Drawing first blood. And now moving in. So we need to be careful, especially when you are going to move in, because if you are definitely Avery, she really likes to actually continue to put on that pressure.
All right. A lot of items from the side of Juanpi. Oh, and we're just seeing them sort of fight out from the corner. And just what you were talking about, that shot put, just sort of breaking through that grenade right there. It's going to be an interesting aspect of this matchup. Juanpi putting on the pressure as Avery tries to make it to the ground.
Yeah, differential is only about 11% right now, trying to smack him with Kazooie. Now Wonder Wing being really effective to try to take down Avery, already at 99%, trying to throw out some more eggs at their disposal. Using the command grab to actually land, but that has a lot of lag when you actually touch the ground, so they need to be careful. That's another flip kick that's going to be working in favor for her. So need to be careful now. Extensions coming in one more time, shot putts being thrown out.
Only 3 more Wonder Wings for Juanpi right now, as they're trying to scrap back onto stage. Avery, oh, gonna catch a big back throw. Not gonna quite take the stock just yet, but now she has to try and make it through this entire ledge trap scenario.
Yeah, that was super interesting, because I feel like they massed themselves like in front of the grenade explosion, and it looked like Avery was not expecting that grab. And then we are seeing another command grab actually being in display. German suplex, more for percents rather than anything else. That's not going to be a KO move for Brawler.
No. But also, it's very good when you're trying to have an offensive play style to dissuade shielding with a command grab, because even if it doesn't net that much, it's definitely going to make them a little more scared to shield, and I'm sure that's what she's going for a little bit here. But both of these players living to insanely high percents, and finally the first stock has been taken at over 200%.
That's a bird peak if I've ever seen one, Notch. And they're doing a tremendous job of actually tossing those out, but now Avery sealing the deal with the piston punches, taking away Juanpi's stock. So differential was just about 0. Again, German suplexes galore as they continue to actually rack up that damage on top of Juanpi.
Trying to find a down tilt, and that down tilt from me, Brawler, is absolutely lethal. Leads to so much percent, but not gonna find it. Oh, finds an up tilt, and the up B. Oh, gonna get him out of there. 4 more Wonder Wings on this stock for Juanpi.
Still not letting up. Taking care of the triplats. Put in position. Meanwhile, Avery trying to get that zone in. She is doing the best they can to actually maintain that stage control. Juanpi's not letting up either. Oh, punch in the face, Wonder Wing. Pretty sure that's a misinput, Notch. Went to the wrong side.
Yeah, I watched that Wonder Wing, and when things like that happen, I love to take a look at the player cam, and Juanpi was sort of shaking their head, knowing that that was not as intended. And now Avery gonna find herself at a little bit of a lead, but now the name of the game is going to be tacking on as much percent as you can with a stock lead such as this.
Yeah, she's doing a tremendous job at using those shot puts as well. Just zoning out any type of offensive game that Banjo wants to throw out, be it the grenades, being the X.
Whoa.
But if you get punched in the face, that's definitely going to be a KO. Now Juanpi trying to even things out. They are definitely at a disadvantage with 58%, but it's nothing that they cannot recover from.
Juanpi just really trying to fight in the corner, willingly putting themselves in the corner, and it hasn't been panning out very well. I'm sure Juanpi's taking note of that also, considering that he's catching a lot of punishes for poor stage control.
Hard agree, Notch. Hard agree. Banjo really in the outside looking in. And Avery has pretty much been dominating this last stock to a lot of success. And that's some piston punches with the assist of the grenade that comes up from Banjo. In a way, Notch, we ended the game the same way that we started, with a grenade explosion.
Really came full circle in that game 1 for us. It was Yeah, it was missing the first up special, the first Mii Brawler up special, but she had so much time after that grenade sort of covered her traps. Unfortunate from Juanpi holding on to it just a little bit too long right there. We're going to get into a game 2.
Well, you did mention that Juanpi in particular, they have different characters in their arsenal. I'm thinking there's a little bit of a cushion because we're at best of 5. Maybe going to try the Banjo again, and if not, if that works out, maybe they would want to move into a different character.
Yeah.
That remains to be seen. In the meantime, we're still sticking to the Banjo. Let's see what Avery can do to actually force that 2-0 and be in a very comfortable lead.
Juanpi burning a double jump there for a moment. And Avery just dancing around, extremely comfortable with the pace and the spacing that these two are playing with. Seems to be benefiting Avery a lot. She is just tacking on insane amounts of percent. Again, hasn't found any big punish, but everything she has been doing has been almost completely unanswered. Juanpi gonna trade with a couple spots, but man, you're gonna have to hold absolutely all of them hands.
All the way up to 126 now. And maintaining stage control, she's been tremendous at just sticking to the middle of the stage for the vast majority of games 1 and 2. And I really have enjoyed it because, again, Banjo is already an uncomfortable character to pilot, but even keeping him on the outside, the character, it's just even that more difficult for them to be able to actually get any type of offense. So Juanpi constantly in trouble as we're seeing back airs coming in as well. Wonder Wing trying to recover, using every tool that they possibly can. And slowly but surely now Banjo is actually trying to get some more momentum. 90% now, and sharking well this time around.
All right. And again, we've seen about a minute and a half pass, and both of these two have not found a stock just yet, reaching incredibly high percents. So all these stray hits are going to start to mean that much more in a moment like this, where any of them can kill. A Brawler dash attack not going to be one of those. Catches a grenade, puts Avery on the top platform. Banjo up air is not a particularly strong move, but Brawler neutral air gonna catch it. Juanpi sort of laughing that off. They knew what was coming to them.
Yeah, and like you mentioned beforehand, high percents. Two of the players are definitely a lot more calculated when it comes to their offense, unless they have a really good opening like we just saw. Down smash sealing the deal for Banjo, taking care of that stock. Avery just at a slight disadvantage, differential of 7%. Now trying to get some more offense going as she was doing so successfully at the beginning of the game.
Juanpi starting to play a lot closer range than we had been seeing. And he was playing out just a little bit, but gonna have to hold all of this. IDJ up air, going to true confirm into the up special, but Banjo kind of thick.
Definitely. A lot of that weight might be Kazooie as well, Notch, not gonna lie. But it helps him out for sure. A lot of survivability for the character. And now Avery seems to be picking up a lot more momentum. She's trying to actually move in. We've seen the back airs come in from the Banjo grenade explosions. Has them in hand as well. Quite being able to actually find an opening. And we're seeing Fair 2 actually getting him to the right side. Manages to recover. Neutral get up. Actually blocks the explosion on the grenade as Banjo was getting up.
Great parry on the grenade. It was under a lot of shield pressure right there. Catching a shot put to the head.
Yeah, we've seen those time and again, especially for Avery on the edge guard situations. She's been really good at actually trying to aim those as much as possible. Hits Banjo right on the nose, takes away that stock. It's important for her to continue to get that extra credit in. Is that working so far? Juanpi determined to even things out without taking damage.
All right, down throw, puts on the platform, goes for the German suplex, trying to read a defensive option. Juanpi's gonna swing out but not find the mark and eats in a pretty big punish for it nonetheless. And Avery is slowly stealing this game away. Seals out a game 2.
Yeah, she hadn't done one of those in a while, and when she did try it, it did not KO, but found the percentages and found the platform placings to be able to seal the deal with those piston punches. Exactly what you're expecting for me, Brawler, as a character. Just 1, 2, sets them upwards, and la-di-da, we are done. That's game number 2.
And as slowly as both of these players have been playing their first stocks, both of them sort of stepping on the gas there at the end, playing a lot more closer range, throwing caution to the wind just a little bit as they try to keep their winner's life alive. We're running it back to Battlefield again for a 3rd time, and now Juanpi is on winner. You know, this could be the game that sends him to losers.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to survive in winner's side. Juanpi definitely will have a difficult task at hand. 3 games in a row with an Avery who has been slowly ramping up and getting those combinations in, feeling a lot more confident as time goes on. And I think that's part of the reason why we're seeing better aggression from her.
And just to sort of give you guys a picture of where we were at in bracket, the winner of this is going to have to go on to play Trisket, who just 3-0'd Chag, to make it out winner's side and make it to tomorrow. So this isn't winning in right here. We got to play one more to make it to a day 3. And I'm just saying, the person who loses this set, you do not want to be in a loser's bracket at a tournament like this. There's nothing but sharks down there.
With Chag and losers?
Mm-hmm.
No thank you. No thank you. So moving in, grenade explosions on to the side. And we're seeing down specials coming in, try to go for the German suplex, not quite going to be able to hit the mark. And now we're seeing backers throwing away. Wonder Wing to recover. Up airs, hitting the mark. She is finding opportunities to build up the offense. Grenade is going to explode, not hit the mark. And now Juanpi, they are having difficulties with actually getting some stuff going. Finally hits the multi-hit nair. Try to send them to the outside. Not quite going to be enough for either of them to get those KOs.
Yeah, Juanpi has been doing a good job tacking on all this percent, but they have really been struggling when it comes down to actually taking the stock and sealing the deal. And so gonna need to find something. Oh man, we're tossing. How many we got in the ammo?
That's a lot of eggs and a lot of grenades. Not gonna lie. And it's super fun to me. Like, it's funny that all of the 3 games that we've seen, they're over 150 and we still haven't seen the stock taken.
Yeah, these first stocks have been going so long, and then it feels like after they sort of break that seal, both of them start to sort of press on the gas a little bit and press their advantage or take the issue to the opponent. But man, still not going to seal it. We have a combined, what, almost over 400% right now between the two. This is insane.
It's even more insane math, Notch. I couldn't even actually do the sum while we were adding, but already 193. Almost. Can we have them both at 200?
And
we did have them at 200, but a dash attack sealing the deal. At least that's the first stock of game number 3.
And let me tell you, as many Brawler dash attacks as Avery was throwing out, that dash attack was mad stale. And still to be able to take Banjo's stock at that percent, you could have sneezed the wrong way and one of them would have lost a stock.
She was persistent for sure, Notch. I mean, if you don't succeed, you try and try and try and try and try again. And eventually you'll get it at 203%. That being said, that's a brilliant edge guard on the side of Juanpi. They really took an opportunity of the advantage that they have, and that's a back air to seal the deal.
That was 245% after the back air hit. And I don't know if I've ever seen a stock go that long in a tournament, actually.
It happens. If I would be like playing on stream, I would be nervous as hell too. I would not press any buttons almost at all. But it's working for them, right? So they are finding ways to actually nitpick at each other's defenses, slowly chipping away even so. And already up to 79, now switching up to 91 with, you guessed it, another dash attack. Avery has been putting up that damage slowly but surely, and it's been paying off for her.
Yeah, that burst option has been catching Juanpi sleeping a lot, actually, so they're going to need to keep watch on that. But this game is still incredibly so even, despite everything. And we are at 2 minutes and 40 seconds left on the timer. We are almost at a 4.5-minute game.
Oh! Looks like not. It looks like she heard you, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just start some classic action. Just plant some right on the ground. Gonna have that spike in and ready to go. Extra credit time for Avery.
Oh, catches a big Banjo forward air right now. 153. Tosses out the Banjo neutral B to force her going high. Gets her to go high, but then Juanpi not able to punish it at all. And Avery sort of retreating to the platform and taking a little bit of a breath. No double jump on Juanpi. Great directional air dodge to get back to the ledge.
That was very dangerous as well. Again, Avery finding those opportunities. Methodical. Some people might say death by 1,000 cuts. It's working. Slowly but surely, slow and steady wins the ways as well. And Avery really showing up. I enjoy this style of play, Notch. It's just that, yeah, it's a little slow for some people's liking, but now we're seeing some more action actually coming in, that fair ceiling deal one more time, and Avery has been playing really well. Juanpi is not letting up, but they have been making some mistakes that we're not seeing quite as much right now just because they are actually getting a lot more offense in.
Avery putting on so much percent, finding a big opening right there to put her at a lead. But as we are approaching the final minute of this game, you have to think, is a timeout going to come into play? If Avery cannot find this soon, that win condition might be unlocked.
For sure, Notch. And actually, that grenade explosion might have set up for piston punches. And now it looks like there's a sense of urgency on the side of Juanpi because I'm seeing a lot more grenades and a lot more up close and personal boxing from their side.
Throws a grenade off, finds it. Only about 30% separating them, and finally gonna find it. And Avery, she's going to steal that game and find herself in a position to make top 128 winner's side if she can beat Trisket. Yeah. So man, that was a little bit of a barn burner. That kind of went for some time there.
It's a stamina game for sure for sometimes, and that's just a play style that you have to go for. Again, just slow and methodical. It's going to be easier for you the longer your sets go, just because you're going to be used to so much grinds. That when you do get to those moments where time is almost running out, your composure is just going to be there all the time. So, again, props to Avery because they were finding opportunities and she really just, took advantage of it, got a couple of setups in, got those piston punches to go, and now she's one step closer to advancing. So, in the end, that's what you want.
And next we're going to see Mute Ace versus Stefan. I believe this is going to be Peach Steve. I actually met Stefan online playing Cruise during quarantine.
Wow.
Because there were no locals way back when. And he was a grinder back then. Wasn't quite as known as he is now, but has definitely put in the time to get here. But it's sort of a David versus Goliath because Mute Ace. Yeah, I just got to beat Mute Ace. That ain't an easy task.
It is not. It is not. Mute Ace, considered by many to be the best Peach in Smash Ultimate right now. I consider Mute Ace to probably be one of, if not the best, one-stock player. Because there is something that really just possesses that Peach main in the one-stock situation where they could just clutch it out and it doesn't matter what happens. The last stock situation is excellent. It's part of the reason why Mute Ace is such a tremendous player. That clutch factor is always going to be there.
We saw